In light of two recent apparent suicides, the National Hotline is reminding the public that it is an operation for anyone who needs help.
Now, the Department of Social Services has issued the reminder. They held a press conference this morning at their headquarters at the Post Office building.
Social Services Minister Melanie Griffin noted that 1 million people worldwide commit suicide annually, with almost 10 times more persons attempting suicide. She also noted global statistics which reflect that completed suicide is more prevalent among men, but that more women attempt suicide.
Griffin pointed out as well that the hotline has been busy over the past few months, mainly at nighttime.
Physical abuse, neglect, child abuse, sexual abuse, uncontrollable behavior by teenagers, domestic violence, and of course homelessness, accommodations, persons needing a place to stay. And so we want to advise the general public that while it covers these areas, it's more now, it's expanded from just being a child abuse hotline, and it's for persons in need generally, particularly, of course, persons who find themselves in distress and in need of assistance.
Now, if you need help or know anyone who does, you can call the hotline at 322-2763 or 422-2763. Social Services Department officials urge people needing assistance to call any day at any time. Their information will be kept confidential.
These are really difficult times right now, and it's become challenging for a lot of people. The global economy is not what it ought to be. The local economy is not exempt from that. And so we are, there are people who are feeling the challenges of a downturn in economy. And so there will always be issues that have to be addressed by government, that has to be addressed by spiritual leaders, civic organizations, and programs put in place to address whatever is being faced.
It's BTVI week, and the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute's annual event promotes the institution's largest recruitment drive for prospective students. School groups, churches, and other organizations will get the chance to tour the Old Trail campus. While there, they will also view exhibits in the areas of trade, beauty, construction, electronics, fashion, and information technology. Former BTVI manager Dr. Leon Higgs spoke on behalf of Education Minister Jerome Fitzgerald at the opening today. He says the theme for BTVI's week, Career Education Today for a Better Tomorrow, speaks to the direction of technical and vocational studies in the country.
The government of the Bahamas is convinced that jobs in the area of applied academics are the fastest and most practical means of placing a large percentage of persons into the workforce. High school graduates, working adults with families and persons who had to postpone their pursuit of tertiary education must be made aware of what our local institutions have to offer. They must also find these offerings to be commensurate to or better than those of institutions abroad.
Well, I'm sure one time or another you may have seen students strolling into school late, and today the tardiness of students was in focus today. This time, Lady Darling highlighted the issue as she was making presentations at R.M. Bailey School on behalf of the Angliston Urban Renewal Office, which held an essay competition last November to honor the late father of the nation, Sir Clifford Darling. All of the top prizes were claimed by students at R.M. Bailey High School. However, Lady Darling scolded those who strolled in late. School principal Colin Johnson says he wants to stomp out the habit.
9 o'clock, I just see children walking on the street. They were buying treats outside the gate at 10 minutes to 9 and 9 o'clock. You all were not coming into assembly. It's all so casual. So I see what the Minister of Education is talking about. You have to pull up your socks on time. You're going to take it into life. Sir Clifford did. He would go everywhere. And it was sometimes embarrassing because we'd be the only two people there.
School starts at 8:40. I am now going to move that to 9 o'clock. If you're not here by 9 o'clock, any child, wherever you are, you turn around and you go back and go get yourself some rest so you get to school on time for the next day, because it's about health preparation within the schools. And we also need the parents to work with us. Make sure that your child gets to school on time.
Coming up, basketball officials can do a lot more than just call games. Find out what they did.
And the resort thrives on one of the family islands. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight. We'll be back after this.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.